The news and views expressed herein are the sole property of Kenosha Today. Certain portions of this program may be unsuitable for children, sensitive adults, small animals, and the general public. Viewer discretion is advised. Well, Uncle Scottie, are we ready? We have no music today thanks to our internet overlords on it, but so we're just going to go.
Here we are.
Here we are. Just okay. It's here. There's Scott. There's that. There's me. And call us on the Kenosha Today hotline. 262-597-3020. And
here we go. Look at this. Good morning, everybody. This is Uncle Scottie Barter, and along with Elmo the Insane Schneider, and welcome to the October 24th edition of the Kenosha Today Saturday Morning Breakfast Club. As you can see, we have escaped the bonds of Barter Man Studio.
Flying high.
We're up above the skies of Kenosha, right?
Lakefront.
So if we get a little rocky, it could be some turbulence coming off the lake, and we want to thank our pilot, Wrong Way Darrell, for getting the jet all gassed up and ready.
He's our blimp officer.
We're just going to kind of stay at this level and this altitude for the next hour. So we are now on a mission to broadcast literally any place across the planet. And we are streaming live across the very cool and crisp cornfields of the Midwest this morning.
That's a little brisk out there this morning.
But we're on to the end of October, so we got rid of the rain. And at any rate, we are brought to you this morning by our major sponsors, Barter's Financial Planning Services, along with a host of other very fine local businesses.
I've been working on a new sponsor, Uncle Scottie, because I see they're real big here in town. You see this Biden-Harris Realty? They got signs about all these houses all over the place. So I think we should. They got a lot of listings. We should try to get them as a sponsor. So I was in real estate a long time. I never heard of them before. But
maybe apparently new guys on the block. Biden-Harris Real Estate. That's a good way to start. We are committed to the great city of Kenosha, and we are going to continue to broadcast live and local, bringing you the most up-to-date news, weather, sports, and entertainment. And you can see we started this, and this took us a couple weeks to get this going, but we're going to be at a different location every week, probably.
Yeah, it could be. Well, the studios will be moved to the Rumpus Room here at Barter Manor, so that's it.
But I like this view overlooking the harbor. I mean, it kind of reminds me of back when we were Channel 14, that black and white picture that we used for a backdrop for 20-some years. That was taken in 1947, which the same year that WLIP was putting their tent up on top of the bank building down there. So,
hey, we can see Captain Mike's house from here. That's.
What if he's got the shades open?
God, I hope not.
Hey, Captain, we can see you. So please close it and close up your robe for God's sake.
Actually, we're facing in the wrong direction from his house. But
we're
looking south. So.
No, we're looking. Are we looking north or south?
No, we're looking south.
Oh, I thought this is looking north, Elmo.
Yeah.
This thing is looking north.
Yeah, I know, but if we're looking in the opposite direction, if you want to look at it that way, so.
Oh, I see.
So
either way,
going north, it's to our backs.
Oh, okay.
So.
As you can see, our phone number is 262-597-3020. Give us a call about anything you might want to talk about. It is 37 degrees here in the Kenosha Today Nation this morning. And it's supposed to warm up a little bit. Be kind of a nice weekend. Market close mainly stayed even, which is fine, at about 28,000. And with that, Elmo, the Kenosha Today Breakfast Club starts right now.
Right now.
And I thought we'd start with a little on the lighter side. This week was National Meatloaf.
Don't let your meat loaf.
I knew that was going to come. Why did I even think this?
That's a Frank Zappa line. That's out of a song. So.
National Meatloaf Day was October 18th this week, and there was no presidential proclamation, or he didn't sign a presidential order to make Meatloaf Day. But I think that just about every.
I thought Anthony Kennedy was supposed to sign the order for National Meatloaf Day.
In gravy, big mashed potatoes. We haven't talked to him in a while. And,
no.
I think
they're probably banned from communicating with us.
The mayor's gotten. We're going to get to a city council issue here, but in fact, it's coming right up here now. Did you see this? The city council.
Erotic drip
sip and paint goes down the drain. This gal, I gotta take these off a little bit. This gal was going to have one of these things where you go in and paint.
And get a glass of wine.
Get a glass of wine.
Yep.
But her name erotic drip and sip and paint was all met by all these aldermen. What a bunch of perverts. They right away think of the worst.
That's
Not like
right.
we can think of that, but our city council, now they're going to start legislating what kind of name. All she wanted was a cabaret license so she could have the wine and liquor license, right? And she says she's going to be painting parties by offering a variety of other entertainment.
Uh-oh.
That's enterprising, huh? But these older people, come on, you can't be legislating what a name is. And they're thinking, well, it's going to take Kenosha back to the 60s.
Well, I don't know. They claimed that she had some issues in her past with some stuff.
More the better. Give her a license. Give her 3 licenses. I mean, so she's a painter, and maybe they paint. Maybe they paint in the naked. I mean, we can sign up for that. You know, they're thinking, well, it's going to take us back to the 60s and 70s when Kenosha legitimately was called Sin City.
Sin City.
And remember those days, ride around by American Motors, give or take.
Yeah, they tore all those places down, basically. So.
And they had people, gals, taking baths and big champagne.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this personally. I'm just going by what I have heard. So, in case my grandkids are watching this.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I thought it was a good idea, and you know, she wants to bring more money into the community, pay her taxes. I say give it to her. But I guess they have given her an opportunity to change the name. What would we call this? You know, just the drip, sip, and paint is right. Just take the word erotic out of there, I suppose, and that'll. Unless these guys want to, you know, everything's got to be so warm and fuzzy, and you know, well, we'll see how that works out. Here's something I came across. The city of Kenosha is looking for a disease investigator.
Hey, there we go. I think
I thought this
that's a perfect job for Captain Mike,
Yeah.
the disease investigator. We'll get him a uniform and everything.
Here's your duties if you want to apply. Notify client of positive test results and conduct disease investigations. Close household contact investigations. We're going to send Captain Mike. He's an Uber driver. He can find all these places. Provide education, including level of risk and signs of symptoms. Bend over and cough. Enter detailed and accurate notes, data into a computer electronic. That he might have a little problem with. Or he wouldn't have a problem. You're the guy that's going to have the problem. Oh, no, I can't get this.
I can't do this. Oh.
Got to have a healthcare background? Well, he's sued a lot of doctors and dentists, so
That's right.
got to have cell phone usage, if you can remember where he put it.
Yeah.
Maybe he must be familiar with Kenosha County. Here's where the stumbling part. Critical thinking, time management, and prioritizing.
Yeah.
Communicating orally and in writing. So, Captain, if you're listening, this is right up your alley, and we'll try to help you apply for this. I better put this off to the side. Again, 262-597-3020.
I got it. Why are you wearing a Bears jersey?
I am, because they are in first place.
Okay.
And
What a fair weather fan. That's all you are. You don't.
Well.
That's you know.
You know, I'm wearing this because maybe they'll lose tomorrow.
No core values whatsoever.
Well, I want to go back to winter. You know, I told you, but back when baseball season was going, the Brewers in the playoffs, I wore their shirt, they lose. I wear the Cubs, they lose. I wore the Packers, they lost just the other day. So, but the Bears, half a game in front, and just hopefully this will be the last time I wear this rag. This is in Danbury, Connecticut. This guy's named, I don't know who's the guy, the city council. Oh, I guess it's John Oliver, his name. And they're going to cut the ribbon, naming a sewage treatment plant after a guy. Now, I remember in Kenosha some years ago, Fred Nelson, that was the water.
The waterworks. Yeah.
But everybody's lifelong dream, when you retire from the city, is to have a sewage treatment plant named after you. I mean,
Hey, I grew up right across the street from the sewage plant. They should name it after me after I die, I think.
You know, when the wind's coming out of the southwest in the summertime, that's a nice place to be, isn't it? I mean,
No, it's coming off the lake. We were just to the west of that.
Oh, God. I see.
West side of 7th Avenue. You know, my parents built the house there. It used to be basically a park over there. And then they decided, well, we got to expand the sewage treatment facility here. And
here's the guy.
That was awful.
And then wasn't it the Southport Beach House was going to start, I think back when you were on that committee, and that was one of the problems because of the smell
Down there,
in
yeah,
the
for certain
summertime.
activities,
Yeah.
you got to wind on certain days
Yeah.
if they had a problem there. But
Well, I think here's the line. The guy says this would be very fitting because to name this after this guy because it's full of crap just like this guy. So that's what it says. Thought we'd start on a kind of a lighter note here.
just another reason they should name the Kenosha plant after me.
Is it full of crap?
Well, most of the time, yeah.
Kenosha, Wisconsin started early voting, and as of this morning, over 7,600 people. We got a call.
We have a call.
Got voted. All right, go ahead, Elmo. Lead them on.
I believe it's the disease guy, whatever we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Good morning, Captain.
Oh, good morning. Good morning, Elmo. Good morning, Scottie.
Good morning.
Hey,
I just turned the thing on, and you mentioned my name, and I would be interested in something, but I don't know what you were talking about.
Well, the city of, all right, here, pay attention now. The city of Kenosha.
Your girlfriend called. Up from Madison. I was talking to her. Yeah,
My
but
girlfriend. You're talking about.
You know who I?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well,
It's your girlfriend, not my girlfriend.
She is. Well, she's my friend, and she's a girl. Yeah.
Okay, we got through all the formalities now. Okay. All right. Here's what the city of Kenosha is looking for: a disease investigator, full time. And
Disease investigator.
a disease investigator, right? And here's what
Disease or sneeze.
disease.
Oh, Z like sleeping.
no.
Disease, like
The last
DD.
letter.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sleep.
no, disease.
Oh, disease.
Okay, now I'm
I
gonna.
got all my old
pestilence.
girlfriend's numbers, man.
All right, I'm gonna read the duties. You have to notify client of positive test results.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and you have to have close household contact. That you could do that. Provide education.
Close contact. Yep.
Yeah. Provide education included level of risk and signs and symptoms.
Yep.
So if a gal's got a social disease, you'd have to explain this.
Okay.
To them. All right. You have
Can
to,
I get him to roll? Can I get him to roll over and play dead?
you can.
I'm just nothing.
Yeah.
Seriously, sorry about that.
That's what you're into, Captain. I'm not going there. So.
You have to be able
Hey,
to.
go ahead.
Here's where Elmo comes in because you have to enter detailed and accurate notes and data into a complex computer system. So I know you have a little lack there, but Elmo can help you out
I need help. Yes.
as long as you have some Kesslers there.
You're breaking up. Your voice is breaking up, kind of.
All right, now
Good,
can you hear me?
That sounds better now. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sometimes if we get the volume up too loud, it
Oh, I see.
causes
Yeah.
a
All right.
problem.
All right, you got to have
Okay,
a
I
healthcare
heard
background.
you fine, Elmo. I heard you.
Okay, now you have a healthcare background because you've sued a bunch of doctors and dentists, haven't you?
Do I have
We
what?
have another caller here, so.
All right, hang on. And you got to be familiar with Kenosha. Now, here's where you might stumble. You have to be critical
Okay.
in your thinking, time management, and prioritizing. All right. So hang on. We're going to take another
You're
call. Don't go away. We're going to. Who's joining us?
I'm
Morning,
here.
you're on Kenosha today.
Is this the Scottie Barter podcast?
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you.
Is this Gunga?
Yep.
This is Dr. Gunga.
Hey, what do you think?
I can cure the captain with one quick finger in the rear end.
Oh my God! Oh, I couldn't feel it. I could feel it go down.
Hey,
Oh yes.
You're gonna have to go to a manicure. You need a manicure, man. You need a manicure, Gunga.
hey.
Yes, I'm mentally violating you right now, Captain.
Oh, baby.
Hey,
Yeah.
no, wait a minute. You guys are watching this. What do you think of my bear shirt?
I'm deeper, faster, deeper.
Hey, what do you think of my bear
Yeah.
shirt?
Oh,
You guys are Bears
I
fans.
lost
Look at
the
this.
bra. But go ahead. What?
What do you think of my bear shirt?
Bend
Gunga's
over.
probably on the jobs.
I have been over, man. I'm singing, boy.
Oh, okay, Gunga.
Mr. Barter, bend over. I'd like to digitally follow you also.
Get Shirley on the line here. We need Shirley.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out.
You want a digital violation as captain on the computer. I can tell you that's
Oh, yeah.
That's the newest and greatest in Kenosha there, Elmo. You know that.
Hey, Captain, we've got this new background.
Yes.
Have you seen it? It's where Daryl's.
Yeah, I'm
flying us
looking at it. It's really nice.
And
Really cool, Elmo. Yeah, I love it. It's very, very cool.
you know, from this angle, just a little bit. If I turn my head, we can see you through your drapes in the front there. So kind of put your robe and cover up a little bit so people don't see that.
Hey, can you like superimpose Godzilla like attacking Kenosha in the background or anything?
Ask and your wish shall be granted.
All right, hang on, boys. One at a time now. We're taking another call.
Cool. Okay.
Good morning, Shirley.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing? Hi, how's Gunga?
Good morning, Shirley. I just violated the captain. He is now under my trance.
Hi, Captain. Hi, Captain, honey.
Hello, Shirley, honey. Yeah. All right. Dr. Proctor, we got there now. Dr. Gunga. Yeah.
Yeah, doctor. He's a doctor now. I knew he could be a
international
doctor.
proctologist.
I think either one of you two gentlemen are well qualified to be the Kenosha's next disease investigator.
What do you say?
Hey,
Gunga would be good at playing doctor.
Yeah, he would play doctor with you. Yeah.
Oh, Shirley, I'd love to touch it with my stethoscope, but that would be a violation of the Kenosha Peace Treaty
and the Geneva Convention.
I hope your goat ain't listening to this. He's gonna be horribly jealous. I thought.
I have the goat is deaf and my camel is wearing earmuffs.
Oh, it's smart. That's good.
Hey, I'm going to ask. We'll go one at a time. I got this question. The Kenosha City Council turned down this proposed erotic drip, sip, and paint outfit. They didn't like the name. We'll go first with Shirley. You'd go paint and take a glass of wine, right?
Yes.
She'd rather have rum chata.
Yeah, rum chata. Okay.
Yeah, my rum chata. That's what I do.
All
That's
right, now,
my rum
all
chata.
right, Captain, you respond. Erotic drip, sip, and paint. You in?
I don't know. It's going on in my living room? No.
No.
No. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of. It sounds like crazier than it is. It's not crazy, but it sounds kind of kinky.
Well, you'd wear your most erotic outfit.
People.
Okay.
That red bathrobe.
Yeah, you'd wear your most erotic red bathrobe in there, and without the ties on, right?
Yeah, sure.
Do you own a paintbrush?
Yeah, well, I'd like to see people running away.
You can borrow some from Parker. How about that?
All right, Gunga, how about you?
That, and I could use your treadmill about people running away.
Yeah, you can do that on the treadmill. Hey, we're going to get to that in a minute. Gunga.
It sounds like after my last love session, that's exactly what I had to take penicillin for.
Well, Captain's going to come over. He's the new disease investigator for the city of Kenosha, so you're in good hands. Nice, warm hands.
And if you don't have a disease, I'll give you one.
Hey, here's the news event of the day. I had this treadmill, and we're going to relocate what we're doing here to the
the upstairs rumpus room. Yeah.
So I can have my fireplace and family room back for the first time in 7 months. So I had to get rid of this treadmill, and I gave it to the captain. So you got it Thursday, and I gave you the keys. I forgot to give you the keys, but I did yesterday, right?
I don't know. You need a key for a treadmill?
Yeah, that's the thing that makes it. You can't operate it without that little orange thing that I gave you.
Ask my daughter about that. She got on one when she was about 2 years old, hit the on button, went flying off the back about 300 miles an hour.
What's that, Captain?
It said chastity belt on it. Maybe he gave you the wrong key.
Well, it's a one key opens all, so you're in good.
Set the bar low and go downhill from there. That's
search for the lock here.
You just have to be careful when you get on that, because if you got the thing going too fast, like Elmo said, you'll be putting through the wall.
Go right through the wall.
Yeah, I gotta be careful. I bought a stand to put my TV on it. Well, like the one Elmo I bought for the projector on the porch. Mm-hmm. I bought one of them for the TV thing.
What,
No,
just-
I'm looking at radiant heaters up on my heater for the porch to watch stuff.
You're into this outdoor stuff now. Huh? You're turning into
Yeah.
quite the outdoorsman,
Well-
Captain.
Oh, yeah, I got two different things going.
All right. Hey, let's go back to Gunga. You still there?
For you, Captain.
Hey, Gunga, you still
I
there?
am
What's that,
still here.
Shirley?
I'm in awe of the inspiration of the captain. His powerful size will soon be a crushing thunder. That treadmill,
Yeah.
yes, his increase in stamina shall be unbelievable, Shirley.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. He can probably last 5 or 10 minutes more than Mr. Barter.
Trying to catch that sloth. That sloth is pretty quick there.
Hey, you know, when you wait till, let's say the first of the year, give him about 8 weeks on this thing, you won't recognize him. He's going to be down, probably drop 20 pounds, and you won't recognize him all biffed and buffed and muscles and...
Yes. He will truly be a man of desire. Watch out for your young girlfriend, Mr. Elmo. The captain.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, look out, Elmo. Look out.
Yes, with his new tight caboose. He's
I
on the
just-
loose.
I had to explain to her
Like
what
the
a
moose.
rumpus room was.
She'll never hold, Captain. She'll never hold.
There, this is. There we go. That's,
All right.
Fire in the hole. Woo.
All right.
talk about fire in the hole. There we go. So,
Oh, we just changed the picture, and we
You
were...
both look handsome today. You look handsome, and I like your shirt, Scott.
They're in
Bears.
first
I
place.
hate his shirt.
They're in first place.
Oh, there's the fire now. Cool. Cool, Elmo.
Car's burning. We have that.
That is a destination. That is a Kenosha's destination point. I mean, people come on shared roads. That's where all those 50 cars are burnt out. You know, they stop
Come
and
to Kenosha and warm up. Come warm up in
yeah,
Kenosha.
I've seen guys out there with marshmallows and hot dogs and s'mores.
Radiant
s'mores.
heat.
So we were up here above the city of Kenosha. We just had to drop down a little
We're
bit.
in downtown right now.
We're in downtown, yeah. But you know, that's
My car.
look,
Hot
Terrible.
car, man.
look at the devastation.
Which way do I go?
That was when this fire was actually going. Jeez. So anyway, this is the kind of stuff we're going to be bringing to you from now on in.
We can go to
Pretty cool, Elmo.
anywhere in the
Pretty
world
cool,
right
man.
now.
Yeah.
So it's the wonder of the rumpus room. So that's the.
There's only one place on this whole planet that we won't take pictures of. And Captain Mike, that might be your house on Fifth Avenue.
Jeez, I
Or
hope
size.
Or something. He's putting up his fall decorations. New plywood.
not. Those are-
That's far
Has
nicer.
the mall rat's wife now not let him call anymore?
Who?
The mall rat. Is his wife?
No, he called us last week.
Dennis
on
and
for the whole
Nancy.
show, yeah.
Dennis and Nancy. I love them.
Okay, well, he called us last week. He's waiting for you three to say something intelligent.
She's probably got him tied to the bed. He can't call in. So it's,
last,
They're
last
probably
Saturday,
at the mall already.
last Saturday was Sweetest Day, and he's still recovering. Hey, by the way, as
What
long as
did
I
we
got...
do on Sweetest Day?
Go ahead, Gunga. What?
Mr. Barter, what did you do on Sweetest Day?
Well, the same thing I did last year on Sweetest Day. And the year before, and the year before, and the year before.
Oh, it sounds like you had a lot of lubrication.
Don't laugh at him, Mike. Don't you just encourage him. You just encourage him. Well, anyway, forget what I did. What did you, Captain? What did you do? Did you? You were actually on the.
Don't you remember, baby? Don't you remember, honey? Honey child, don't you remember that?
I have such a short memory.
You promised that I wouldn't say anything, and you said the goat can't speak English, so we're okay. Don't feel no.
Hey, did you guys?
Yeah.
Have you folks voted early yet?
I have. I voted.
Did you go vote in person?
Absentee ballot.
Okay, but did you mail it back in, or did you go down
Went down.
and put it in the box?
put it in
right?
the box.
Right.
Yes. We put it in the box.
good idea.
Yeah,
A
Captain.
couple of weeks ago, already. As
Captain,
soon
did
as
you
we
vote?
could, we put it in the box.
Okay,
right?
Captain, did you vote yet?
I'm going to vote at the polling place on the 3rd of November.
Okay. Well, and how many?
Hopefully they don't
going
set it
there.
on
I
fire.
like
Yeah.
going there to vote.
And Gunga, you being from Illinois, how many times have you voted so far?
I've voted for two of my ex-wives, one dead wife, and a couple of my other dead relatives.
I almost saw an ad. He'll explain the ad that he saw that was with the hearse. It was an out of Illinois with the hearse.
We'll add it on next week. Okay.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right, we won't tell it. But you see all the yard signs or the.
Well, that's how you know when
yeah.
you're in Chicago, because they got all the election signs in the cemetery. That's
Captain, you gonna vote?
Vote Democratic and vote often.
Are you gonna vote for Nixon this year, Captain?
Yeah, sure. I am. Yeah.
Oh boy!
Unless Kennedy runs. If Kennedy runs out, I'll vote for Kennedy.
All right, let's go around the horn.
Anthony. Is Anthony going
Anthony
on?
Kennedy, right? Gunga, you got anything you want to add?
Who else?
God bless America and God bless Scott Barter, man of America, man of love, man of unprecedented exposure.
You know, somehow I
Other than
don't
that-
sense a
other-
whole. Hey, somehow I don't
Other
sense a
than
whole
Mr.
lot of
Tubin?
sincerity in that.
Yes, other than Mr. Tubin, you're the most.
Scott's never done a Zoom meeting before, thank God. So
Do we have the capabilities to do that?
you don't follow the news. You know what happened to Mr. Tubin?
Oh, now right over the head. Now I remember what
He
happened.
was caught having a little fun there when he thought he was off camera. So
See,
Elmo, is he zooming his Tubin?
Captain, you want to add something in conclusion?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're done.
You're probably better off.
Tubin? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, will we see you at the
Get your head in the
conference?
water.
Will we see you at the conference?
Yeah, I'm going to be a little late, though. I got some stuff to do. But, yeah, I'll be over there later.
All right. Thanks for your call. And may God
Okay,
bless.
you guys, take it easy there.
right.
I like your
Thank you.
backdrop.
Do
It's nice
something
talking
with
to
your
you
life,
guys.
Mr. Barter.
What's that, Gunga?
Do something with your life.
I am. I'm wearing a bear shirt. You know what kind of courage it took to wear this thing today?
Shirley, are you going to do the weather today?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I am. First, I got to, Gunga, thank you for Swedish Day. It was great, wasn't it?
Oh, it was fantastic. Your high heels were unbelievably, the stilettos that you wore that evening were quite sensational.
Thank
You
you.
look 6 inches taller.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
We're going to have
Have a good day, Gunga.
Shirley going to do.
Bye-bye.
All right, Shirley, we're
Love
going to
you,
do the weather.
Gunga.
All right, hang on. Today's Kenosha Today's radar weather is sponsored by Kappa Web Design, which is a locally owned web design and development business here in Kenosha, specializing in website design, development, maintenance, site services, and support. Who actually designed and is currently developing our site,
That's
KenoshaToday.com. All right, we'll go back to.
I had some work to do in that. That's all right.
There we go. Okay, Shirley, hit us with the weather.
Okay. It's sunny. Some sun. It's really nice right now. Cloudy and chilly, though. And tomorrow, cloudy, chilly, and a little rain in the PM. Monday, a passing shower or two, and maybe that bad word, snow. We might have snow flurries on Monday in the morning.
We had some the other day. We were at
Yeah.
the production meeting, and we were watching it snow outside.
Right down by the lake, it was a little chilly. It didn't melt. I mean, it didn't hold. It melted right away. But I'm surprised that
Was there snow?
snowflakes. Yeah,
Yep.
and
There are big snowflakes mixed in with the rain.
and I know it
Uh-huh.
was going to mount because Dave Bagdala, the president of our city council, was already calling out
He had the plows.
out there, and these guys were ready to start plowing and chipping paint and asphalt at the first drop of a snowflake. So
Right, remember that? Yep.
You know,
And
Shirley,
Tuesday, chilly with some more clouds, then sunshine, And Wednesday's a nice day, mostly sunny on Wednesday.
You know, Shirley, I had a great uncle, and he was a weatherman, and he gave the same forecast all the time. Chilly today, hot tamale.
All right, Shirley.
He's also the guy who told me eat every bean and pea on your plate. So.
Good
It's getting
guidance.
cooler. I don't like it. I'm not ready for any kind of snow or winter yet at all.
All right, Shirley. Well, we thank you for your participation as always, and we'll talk to you next week. And we'll have a different
God be willing.
All right.
Thank you, and you both look very handsome today.
Thank you. Did you hear that, Gunga? We are handsome.
Gunga's gone.
And Gunga too. He always looks handsome.
He's gone, I guess.
Gunga's
he left the building. So, at any rate, Shirley.
Okay.
Talk to you
Bye-bye.
later.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. How many times did I have to say disease control?
Disease inspector
Yeah,
or whatever
yeah,
his name
yeah.
is. Okay.
Anyway, we're talking
Investigator.
about investigator, early voting. This is probably the most votes that anybody's 8,000 people just in the first couple of days. It only started on Monday, I believe. For if you wanted to go to polling, you have to go down to City Hall to vote early, right? The regular polls aren't open.
So it's like getting into a prison down there. You see what they got all the roads blocked off and everything. And and I lived there. Okay, we're down there. And that's one of my main.
Yeah.
I would go 8th Avenue past the City Hall all the time to try to get to the bar. So it's
You going to a bar?
it's been very inconvenient for me. I can just say that. I should probably sue the city for inconveniencing me that much.
Well, you take, and this is Kenosha County, 7,600 people in just the first couple of days. I mean, can you imagine the lines if everybody waited until November 3rd? So I think this is working out well, as long as people are there, and every state has different rules, so
Yep.
I guess they're all going to go. But this is just on the first week, the city of Kenosha had almost 3,000 people voted, and people were waiting 40 minutes. And even out in Summers, people were 20 deep. In Pleasant Prairie, 20 minutes. So people are taking this thing serious.
That's why I'm voting on election day. There won't be any line because everybody would have voted already.
Pretty much, yeah. And the fear is we won't know who's been elected and who won until.
All because of Pennsylvania.
Well, Pennsylvania's got their Supreme Court just overturned something yesterday that.
Yeah, they said they got like up to a week to count the ballots.
I thought they went back to 3 days.
I'm not sure. I thought it was 7.
It was 7, but it was. I think they just changed it.
Well, their Supreme Court they're the idiots that redistricted the whole place and gerrymandered it. So
right.
Who knows what's. I can't remember the pollster, but he was the only guy that predicted Trump to win in 2016. Oh. But he came out and said that Pennsylvania is going to be the big problem because there's so much potential for fraud there. He said that's going to be the.
Well, we'll have to see because those are the big. Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, Florida. I mean, every state's important. I'm not meaning anything else, but some states, I think, if they have 80% of the vote in, and by election day, and they can report but I don't think they can report the finale until they get all the votes counted. Right?
It has to be certified by the Secretary of State in
yeah.
every state. So
we'll have to see how it works. I don't expect an answer for at least. Tuesday, probably till the next Tuesday. I'm going to guess. There's our number.
Just remember, Donald Trump remains president until the 20th of January, so he still has plenty of time to launch nuclear missiles at Iran, even though he loses the election. So that's
encouraging. It's good to know. That I don't want to get into the pros and cons of the politics, but somebody suggested if he loses. Hypothetically, if he loses, he's gone. He's just going to turn the reins over to Pence, and he's gone. I mean, that's what I heard. I don't know if that's
no.
He's going to stick around to the end. Okay.
You're right. You kidding?
He's going to.
You listen to. Stop watching MSNBC.
Elmo, I'm just telling you what I heard, and I didn't hear it there.
Well, you're listening to liars. That's all.
Okay. Well, call him a liar then. You know, this COVID-19 continues to spike here in Wisconsin, and the city or the Kenosha County, I guess he's the supervisor. They projected because of all the shutdown and all the riots that we would lose about $300,000 a loss in sales tax revenue, and that would put the county in a projected deficit of $407,000. That's a significant number. I kind of bought into that, but now all of a sudden, last week, we're just going to be $47,000. Now, how does that happen? Is that the shell game?
People still have to eat.
I know, but when everything was shut down, I thought the original number would have been close. But how we can go from that big a deficit down to 47,000?
Well, there's one thing that happened in the summertime, Scotty.
What's that?
You see all those Illinois license plates at every restaurant we had in Kenosha because they were all shut down down there?
I guess I forgot about that. Well, the same with the golf courses. They weren't open, and ours opened, I want to say, first week of June. But I don't think Illinois' golf courses opened until August, maybe. Now, what's the...
We got open restaurants and cheaper gas. That's the whole...
I saw gas was 94 cents a gallon. It's probably even cheaper in some other places, but...
Not $90, $1.94.
$1.94.
Well, I paid $1.84 around my place. So.
Yeah. What does Fat Boy Pritzker want to do?
Who knows?
He's going to close everything down.
He comes up with a different idea every day. He has no clue what he's doing. So.
You know what? There was an article in the paper today, or this week, I should say, that on E and I-94, most valuable piece of real estate, they're going to allow him to build this museum or whatever. Yeah, some monument or museum. However, it's going to be a nonprofit, and they're not going to pay taxes, property taxes on that thing. And I just can't. I point that out because I don't think the people in Summers realize that.
I did the closing when he bought his compound out in Bristol. What a jerk!
Yeah,
man.
but was that a nonprofit?
No, it was him.
Yep. Yeah, okay. But this is supposed to be a nonprofit.
Some trust that he had. That's
some kind of museum. But on that piece of property right there, I hope they review that a little bit. And the bad news: Kenosha Unified is going to lose $3.2 million.
Good. That's great news.
And I knew I was going to bring this up, Elmo, because I knew, which leads us to, all right, so we lose $1 million. Why don't you start cutting to make up for the difference? Those people that are over on 52nd Street.
Well, that's right. If the number of students you have goes down, you don't need the money from the state or from the rest of us. Taxpayers in Kenosha. That's it.
I think we were down. I think the count was only right around. I'm gonna guess. I thought it was 200 in students on their Friday count in the third week of September. But so if we're gonna lose 3.2 million, and we got to make it up, why don't you start at that building right there? We don't need assistant departmental learning and all this. There's a lot of money in salaries and benefits over there that we can do without. So. I guess we still have.
Well, I said you're going to have all these teachers say, well, we don't want to be back in the classroom. I said fire them all, and then you could have somebody teaching 1,000 students rather than rather than 20 in a class.
There was something. Elmo's going to buy this tablet so that we could. It's a little bit bigger, so he could bring different drops up and that. Go ahead, Tim. When was your expected date?
Between December 11th and December 23rd. It'll be here in time for Christmas.
Yeah.
That's all.
However, the reason we're guessing is because all these.
Oh no, I get all the tech news. That's exactly the reason why. Everybody working from home and all the kids having to do homeschooling.
Right.
They're straining the computer manufacturing industry to new end. Get your order in now if you want something for Christmas. That's it.
So putting the name Kenosha today, which is always magic, on the order, that probably put us to
I didn't do that.
Is that December of 2021?
Yeah.
But I mean, that shows how the computer industry is way behind, and because of all of that. Last Sunday, I'm sitting here, and it was about 5:30, and I hear this big thud. And I happened to get.
Was it you hitting your head on the wall? Was it?
No, it was the Packer game. Jeez, I couldn't believe. Well, I guess on any given Sunday, but also Tampa Bay played really well. Not Favre. I must have hit my head.
Nixon.
Bart
Starr. Bart Starr was there.
Yeah. Rodgers had a horrible day. And
Don Hudson, was he the quarterback you were watching? Okay.
and
that's good.
who's it? Brady. He played well. Tampa Bay's got a good team,
They got a great defense.
and
So-
they're in the same conference, I believe, as the Packers. So,
no, they're not.
well, they used to be. They aren't now.
No, they rearranged everything.
Oh, are they? In
They're in the NFC South.
NFC South? Okay, so they could end up actually playing for the conference championship, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And again, the Packers are not.
Actually, I listened to all the sports guys, and they still think the Packers are better. They just had an off day, so that was.
Well, that one pass that what do I keep saying? Favre. Rodgers threw and the guy ran it back. He knew exactly where they, you know. So and then the Packers got a couple guys hurt, but everybody's hurt. You get to that
Yep.
time. And
Look at the Bears. They got who's the
what are their big?
Mac is now out. They're not going to play him this week.
Really?
And they decided to minor injury, but they just are back
Yeah.
problems. And then no, that's what it is. It's he's sick, not COVID, but something else. And who's their other big guy on the
defense?
Yeah, I can't
remember.
He hasn't practiced for 2 days because he's sick too. So they're holding them both out of the game.
You know, I read I heard of a statistic, and of people coming off a bye week, teams coming off a bye week, don't perform very well.
They get rusty. Well, what they said, normally in a bye week, everybody goes home. They get to do whatever.
Yeah.
It says they were held in quarantine in
In
Green
Green
Bay.
Bay.
They couldn't do anything.
And they probably didn't practice.
Well, they go light on the practices. They still get out, but
Yeah.
they give them a few days off and stuff.
Well,
like
they would have
that.
all gone home.
That's right.
But you get in, a pro athlete gets in his routine, and
Yeah.
like the Packers practice on Monday, and they watch the film, leg workout. They're off on Tuesdays. The players are, and then they start preparing.
Yep.
And so they're going to
They
play.
said we're just rusty. We got
Yeah.
got rusty from sitting around.
Who are they playing? They play at noon tomorrow, and I believe the Bears play at noon.
No, Bears are a Monday night.
The Packers are playing Titans. Is it the Titans?
Houston.
Houston. Okay. So we'll
Which
see.
is one of the worst teams in the league. So hopefully they won't get embarrassed.
Are they playing out there? Do you know?
They're playing in Houston.
In Houston. Okay. Big
The
Ten
Bears play the Rams.
out there.
I don't know where. That'll be a tough game for them. I think.
Well, the Rams,
the Rams are good.
Good. Which is the conference? The division leaders are 2 games under 500. That was the Eagles and
The East,
whatever.
NFC East.
you
Yeah,
know.
that's Dallas and
Yeah, they're tied for the lead in the conference with like 2 and 4 records. All right.
they got 4 teams in there. It's Lincoln, Lance, McKinley, and
Salem Central.
that's a high school team.
No, they're a freshman team. You know, back in the day when I was in junior high, before Lance came about in my in 8th and 9th grade year, to make up a 4 division, they were playing. It was called Salem Central, but now it's called Westosha. Their freshman team was the 4th team to make it up. So.
Oh, Bullen's in there too. So
Oh, yeah.
forgot about them. So.
The Badgers started last night with a whopping 45-7 win over Illinois in front of no fans. You know, the way this
That was pretty amazing. There was kind of like a controversy up there. Should they let this guy start, or because he got the other guy that was the senior that should have,
Yeah, what is this?
he should have played. He's the newcomer and
20 out of 21.
20 out of 21,
17 straight.
Yep.
248 yards and 5 touchdowns. I think I'm a betting man, Elmo. He might be starting next week.
I think so. Yep.
He might be starting next week. Camp Rendell.
Well, I got to hand the other guy who's, you earn your spot. That's kind of what's wrong with the Republicans. They nominate some guy for president just because it's his turn. Okay, even though there's a better candidate, that's been some of their problems in the past.
Well,
but they,
that's the same
but
all
this
over.
guy, but the the guy that's the senior came in and says, "Hey, play him as long as we win. I don't care." Which is the attitude you should have. So
Yeah. It's going to be a big weekend in sports because the Dodgers are up 2 games to 1 in the World Series, and they're going to play tonight. They're going to play Sunday night, and if games 6 and 7 are needed, they're going to play Monday and Tuesday. And although they switch who's the home team and who's the away team, but normally in a normal they would take Sunday off, I think, and have a travel.
You
and not
know,
compete
we
with
got
the
to
NFL.
schedule the Jarts tournament for here. You know, we're kind of running out of weather. It's,
Oh, let's wait for December, so they don't stick in the ground. They just bounce up and.
we wanted to. We got maybe next summer we do bikini Jarts. So that's
Oh, Captain Gunga, they can
yeah.
organize that. And this was in the paper today that Guinness Atuquotumbo, whatever, how do you pronounce his name? The guy from the Bucks. He's on his last year of his contract, and if he doesn't sign an extension, he's a free agent. And you know, LeBron James makes $32 million, and the Bucks.
I'm sure Giannis is gonna.
Beat that.
Well, he'll do okay.
Well, yeah, and you can't really trade him. I mean, who's gonna? Well, they could, but
well, let's see what happens because TV viewership is down 40% for the NBA. And,
I was going to bring that
stuff like that.
That's my next comment.
Could be a whole new world for some of these guys.
Right. We don't have. Nobody's got 30.
You got nobody in the stands, and your TV viewership is down that much.
And normally they would start.
Let's see what happens.
Pro basketball, like say Thanksgiving or December, and I don't know what their plan is if they're going to start.
Oh, they just announced it.
What are they going to do?
They're going to start 72 game season. I think late November or early December they're going to start it. So
It was about 80, I think 84.
they were 82 before.
82. Okay.
But they'll be starting a bit later, but they'll be on the same schedule that they normally were.
So they're going to travel and.
Yep. In
Okay.
the playoffs, they'll be on the same schedule as they were in a normal season.
Well, if these owners are smart, they better band together and say, listen, we're going to put. They have a salary cap, I think, in basketball, but there's the days of like LeBron James making $32 million. I think are gone. They just can't afford it.
Well, when they looked at it, basketball is way down, and football is down too, but not as they're only like 13% down, and golf went down, but it's coming back.
I didn't realize that LeBron James has won 3 championships with 3 different teams.
Yep.
And I think he's
when they went to Miami, they stacked that team.
Oh,
with,
no kidding.
Who was the guy that played for Marquette?
Wade.
And, Dwayne Wade and.
They had a couple other guys. But
Yep, they did. The players got together and says, "Let's go to one team and win a championship." So
what I don't understand is the Lakers win the championship, and then they burn down the riots around the Staples Center and start rioting. I go, what the heck? Now, if the Dodgers win the World Series, they can burn down the rest of the town. So,
is there anything left?
You know what? Speaking of that, it's going to be interesting to see when they're going to make this announcement on this Jacob Blake thing. I'm going to guess, Elmo, that they're going to wait till after the election. I don't know what I say that. It's a guess on my part.
That'll be one thing. Well, the other thing, he's been back in court facing his charges on the sexual assault charge.
Right.
So they
for those 3 charges that the cops were originally
were
there for,
right?
And they have yet to issue any charges for the behavior that went on that day.
For the police officer.
Yeah.
And him. Yeah.
And him. So, but I just have a guess that they're going to wait till after the election. I don't know because it's so close.
It sounded like, from the statement his attorney made, that they're going to try to combine all the charges into one thing and come to a plea deal. Because they said we're going to try to settle this outside of court. So that's.
Well, I think that's a good thing. What do you think? I mean, save us all the costs and all the people crowding into the court, and if they
all the publicity, it'll turn into just a circus. That'll be the whole thing.
And my fear is, if whatever court, probably Schrader's, I don't know who's going to have it, but all of the demonstrations outside the courthouse, and if it doesn't go somebody's way, here we go back to burning and looting. And
it doesn't matter which way it goes. They're just going to do it.
Yeah.
It's just an excuse for them to do that. So.
But if he accepts a plea deal, then he's accepting some responsibility, right? I mean.
Oh yeah.
That's what I hope happens, but I'm not sure.
But what are they going to do to him? That's the whole.
Well, I don't think he.
Given he's paralyzed, he's pretty much a prisoner in his own home and body now. So what do they?
That's a good question. I don't think they could probably give him. Well, he was already out on probation, wasn't he? And then he had these 3 things, and that's why they had a warrant for his arrest. So I don't know. I don't think he's going to do any time. And then there's always the case of a civil lawsuit.
I would rather he not do any time because You know what the cost would be to take care of a
Oh.
paralyzed guy in prison?
What is it, just for a normal prisoner? Last I heard, it was like 50 grand a year.
Yep.
So this, you can tack on 200,000 at least, minimum,
Yep,
right?
Yep. Why put
Yeah.
that burden on the state?
And the fact is, I think there's still going to be a civil suit, and I'm not sure if they can negotiate something that says, well, we're going to forget, we're going to give you a reduced charge on the criminal in lieu of you taking on maybe a civil settlement of whatever. I don't know, but I don't know if they can
Well,
combine those two.
who's going to be what's the civil settlement?
Well, it'll be money.
Yeah, but who's the plaintiff?
Well, he would be.
Who's he going to sue the
The city for
Okay,
you know,
all right.
wrongful shooting or whatever. But all of that's going to depend on how this verdict comes down from this guy that's got it. So, anyway, anybody want to give us a call? Because we're going to wrap this up in a little bit here. I like this background. This is, and as we go through a few more, and I really like, I personally like it. And it gives it a different look, and we eliminated.
We'll have a different one every week. So
Yeah.
I got a whole bunch more in my bag of tricks here. So.
And we thank our pilot today, Wrong Way Darrell, for keeping us at a level plane here. And I guess we're running out of gas. Those guys out at the airport didn't top it off like he told them to. For those that know what we're talking about, it's amusing. But if you don't, well, we don't care. But I like that. There's many views that we can either get from older views that might even be black and white, or views like this. You know, the city of Kenosha's got some great looks to it. I mean, there's one of them that a lot of people haven't seen before. So we'll hope to bring you into there like that one. See, we have the capabilities to do that. We just started this, and we can change. I like them. We had one that had all the cars, and I said, "Oh, we're going to do that." And he says, "No, that was what you call a little rough."
Well, we can do it. It just takes me a while.
Yeah. And he said, his comment says, if I don't let him call the governor a communist, he's going to do whatever he wants. So there we go. Anyway, let's do today's.
I got to get my diggling out here.
Let's go to the written in our home office. Remember, if you got number one, if you could bring that one up after this. Written in our home office on the patio here at Barter Manor, this week's top 10 thought-provoking category. These are the top 10 ways the Kenosha trolley system could make more money. Because, you know, Milwaukee's talking about taking theirs out or just discontinuing. But here's how we offer that our trolley system could make more money. Number 10, all the drivers must test positive for VD and COVID-19. Number 9, make the city of Racine an offer they can't refuse. Number 8, have the Bourbon Land Institute do a $100,000 study about drum and bugle corps. Number 7, do away with the 2-drink minimum. Number 6, start charging riders an extra $50 for carry-on luggage. Number 5, no longer give away the 6-ounce bag of pretzels. Number 4, encourage the city council to allow sex change operations only on the days ending in Y. Number 3, insist that riders wear masks and jock straps on the outside of their pants. Number 2, have the Supreme Court declare it a total disaster. And the number one way the Kenosha trolley system could make more money, discontinue the long-standing practice of allowing midgets to ride for free. Now, we have a picture, and we can bring it up.
Well, that's one, Captain Mike. We have a caller, a last-minute caller,
All right.
Uncle Scotty. Morning here on Kenosha Today.
Happy Saturday, y'all.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
So, takeaways from the debates. Not
Well-
the debates, but the debate the other night.
What do you think?
First of all, who did you guys think was the clear winner?
I don't know that.
I'd say that Donald was.
Yeah, you know, if you talk to a Republican, I thought it was a draw from that standpoint. I thought the winner was the moderator myself. What was her name? Because she kept it on point, and I thought they kept it civil, and I applaud her. Was she from NBC, I think?
You know, I think it's too bad that he's gone to the great beyond, but the best presidential debate moderator would have been Don Rickles.
Yeah. Or Eddie Murphy. I saw a clip of him. What did you think, Paul?
I thought President Trump won, and
Okay.
here's why.
All right, go ahead.
On his on the coronavirus, which admittedly is probably his Achilles heel, I thought he at least made the case that, he was able to kind of say to Joe Biden, you'd shut the whole country down. That's your solution. We can't do that. And I think most of the people who listen to you, most of the people in the country now after, 6 months or so, 7 months, understand that we've got to get back to work. We've got to open back up the country if we want to save small businesses, if we want to save the airline industry. We're going to have to live with the virus, as he says. I thought he made a great point about, when you're president of the United States, you got to lead, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he did a good job of saying to Joe Biden, what have you been doing but hanging out in your basement?
Yeah.
I think the American people have to think about that.
Hey, Paul, let me ask you this. With 47 million people already have voted, did you think, let's just, for argument's sake, Trump won. Did it move the needle in his favor one way or another? If it did, how much do you think it did that?
So I think it did a little bit, and here's why. When you compare and contrast, I think the one thing that people are looking for the president is the ability to, be civil, to show that he can lead with, thought, poise. Those are the people in the middle, and I thought he did that.
Mm-hmm.
By comparison, Joe Biden, I thought, tipped his hand. First of all, near the end of the debate, you look at his physical appearances, the way his body was. His shoulders were slumped. He was looking down a lot. He would, instead of coming back at the president, he would laugh a lot, just trying to dismiss him when the president was making what I thought were valid points. And to me, that's not the guy you want to have negotiating deals with other world leaders.
Hey, Paul,
No.
Paul, I got one more question, then we're going to wrap this up. Had Trump acted this way in the first one, do you think we'd be, the polls and everything would be a whole lot different?
No, I don't think it would be a lot different. I think you just have people who've got, there's a certain level of people in the middle who haven't made up their mind, although be it small. But the majority of people have, and I think it's interesting too, Scott, it's not really about Joe Biden, right? It's about President Trump. This really is about President Trump and not about Joe Biden, because people will say, well, I've got to decide about the president, not about Joe Biden. You know what I want to do, Scott?
What?
And Elmo? I want to get a big sign that says Tony Babolinsky.
We're going to hear more about him in the coming days.
Well, I had a whole summer of hearing about, say her name, say his name. Well, guess what? Say his name, Joe, because this is the guy that had the courage to come forward and expose your damn family for the criminals that they are.
And have been for a long, long time.
All right, Paul, we're out of time.
Cheers, guys.
All right, thanks for calling. Appreciate it.
Call next week.
All right, we're it was a great show. I thought we'd get closer and we keep going.
We'll get the music back.
Yeah, we'll get the music and we'll get another.
Just in time for Halloween. We got the big Halloween show next week.
We do?
Yep. It's Halloween and a full moon. That's some real danger coming up.
And I guess that's going to wrap it up for the October 24th edition of the Kenosha Today Saturday Morning Breakfast Club. We want to thank all our sponsors, Barter's Financial Planning Services, Kenoshans for Open Honest Government, Charlie B's Kids for Cancer Treatment Foundation, and we have been streaming you live from this morning from the Barter Manor studio located on the corner of Happy and What Went Wrong. And so for Elmo and myself, until we meet the next time, we thank you for the privilege of your time and have a very safe and pleasant weekend.
Well, Scott, last time I ended with a song. I don't know if I'm going to sing one again this week, but
Let's
okay.
just let it go.
We're just going to do that. We'll get the music back next time. So
The day the music died, right?
there we go.
That's what we're looking
there's
for.
our trolley right there. So okay, we'll work on it. And thank you, and have a great weekend. And we'll see you next week on the Kenosha Today Breakfast Club.